If Jaylen Brown takes this team to the Eastern Conference Finals, let's say he gets to the Eastern Conference Finals, by himself, does it make this noise a lot louder in Boston?
What noise?
Oh, who's the best?
Whose team it is?
Who's the guy?
It's always been his team. Why we got to keep talking about it?
Whose team?
Jaylen Brown.
All right,
He's a leader. It's his team. For the players, I'm pretty sure it's his team. For everybody else in the media from the outside, it's Jayson Tatum's team. That's what they want it to look like.
Okay, so interesting words. So J.R. Smith says it's Jaylen Brown's team, but to all of us or the outsiders, it's actually Jayson Tatum's team, and that's how they want it. Go ahead, Jay.
How are we still having this conversation? This to me feels so lazy. You know, Stephen, I hear you talk a lot about like new media. Why is new media doing all lazy conversations that old media used to do and just rehashing it in a different way? It's both of their teams. God forbid, was it Paul Pierce's team over Kevin Garnett's team, or was it both Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett? Like, why does there always have to be just one? Why do we have to belittle another in order to raise another up when they both can be leveled up together? You want to call Jaylen Brown the heart and soul, then you can call Jayson Tatum the backbone, the spine. Because Jayson Tatum does a lot of the dirty work on the defensive end as well because of the utility and versatility he brings to the table. I think both players are just as elite. I think it's a lazy, old conversation to revisit whose team it is when it's both of theirs. Obviously, they've proven they can win championships together. It's both their damn team.
Janae, go ahead.
I have a simple answer for this. It's Joe Mazzulla's team because that man is coaching his butt off. You are missing an all-NBA player in Jayson Tatum, and what do? You tweak the system that really helps Jaylen Brown elevate to an MVP this year by embracing something that a lot of people thought you forgot about, and that's the lost art of the mid-range. The reason why the Celtics are so successful is because Joe Mazzulla said, JB, do your thing. Go out there, hit those mid-range shots. Go out there and be a dog. Go out there and be motivated. And I will surround you with some of the best shooting in the game. Joe Mazzulla has been coaching his butt off the last few years. And so when I look at this is a team that's still number 3 in made threes. They have the number 2 offensive rating. They have lost a number of key pieces to the championship squad, and it does not matter. Are they still number 2 right now in the East? They have a number 7 defensive rating. This is a masterful job by their coach who embraces the moment, knows how to make the most out of the least. You have to credit Jaylen Brown for his performance so far this year. But the simple answer is it's Joe Mazzulla's squad, and Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown, they know how to allow each other to lead in a healthy way where they don't feel threatened by everyone else's success.
Good answer, Janae. Stephen A., what do you think?
Both of y'all make very valid points, and y'all haven't said anything that I disagree with because I think that Jayson Tatum is a stud, and I think for years he's been underappreciated personally. But the same applies to Jaylen Brown, but in a much more piercing way. I'm not pushing back on you, Jay, because I don't disagree with you. But I do think it's important that you express more respect for what J.R. Smith was saying. The key thing to pick up on what J.R. Smith said is that the players know, the media or y'all just say, because y'all want it to be something else. Well, that brings us back, Jay, to what was controversial coming out of my mouth a year and a half ago until Jaylen Brown and I sat down and he recognized what I was talking about. This dude is a guy, over the last 6 years or so, guys, he's averaged 24.7, 23.6, 26.6, 23, 22.2, and he's now averaging 28.9 points per game. He got his $300 million contract before Jayson Tatum got his. The dude is next level brilliant. He is a highly, highly intelligent brother. Very accomplished, very outspoken, very philanthropic with his time, his money, and his energy. He's a good dude, but he doesn't suffer fools easily, and he doesn't take any mess. And because of that, there was this perception out there that he wasn't liked, whether it be by Madison Avenue, whether it be by sneaker companies because of his position or with Nike, whether his outspokenness during the whole race riots and all of this stuff, racial justice movement, all of this other stuff that was going on. There were a plethora of things that contributed to some narrative trying to denigrate and minimize him. What I did was come on the air and say, that's how some folks feel about you, and that's what they're saying about you. I don't feel that way about you. There's a whole bunch of people that cover the NBA that don't feel that way about you, but you need to know. And that's when he came to the playoffs and was like, who's your source, that kind of thing. Because that's the kind of stuff that was being said. So what I'm saying to you is that when J.R. Smith brings that up, what I just described about Jaylen Brown, most players, if not all of them in the NBA know. They know the respect he deserves and commands. There's a level of reverence that comes with how you look at him because you know how brilliant he is and how committed he is to doing stuff for the community, et cetera, et cetera. All of these things, as positive as they may be and are, it's also contributed to others putting stuff out there about him because, you know what? He don't tolerate BS. And you can't just come to him with any old thing and think he's just going to embrace it and accept it. He's a thinking man. He's an independent thinker. And he don't tolerate that nonsense. And because of that, people might be put off by it. JR was pointing to, there's a lot of cats that might say some stuff about him, but we know who he is. We know what he is. And we know that brother's a leader, and he's been a leader. And that's what I took from J.R. Smith. I didn't take him minimizing Jayson Tatum. What I took from him was basically saying there's a level of respect that Jaylen Brown has always had, that he has always deserved, that we haven't recognized and verbalized enough publicly. That's what I got from J.R. Smith.
I think your point is valid, S.A. Let me just clarify something. I think it was the way the question was framed to him. And I think the way the question was framed to him is very different than the answer that JR gave. It felt like the question tried to lead him into a conversation of, well, whose team is it? Is it going to cause something? Right? And JR talked about the gifts of Jaylen Brown, which from all of us, like we see it. I mean, I've seen it since his days at Cal. Thank you for allowing me to clarify. My issue was more with the way the framing of the question trying to lead J.R. Smith to that felt old and lazy to me. Because that's what we've heard before, where it feels like we have to split them up. They can't be great together, even though they lead in a variety of different ways.
Yeah, because there's been that conversation over and over, too, of like, do one of them need to leave? Should we pay both of them? Should we, exactly. So I agree with you. It was more the question than it was the answer. Coming up here on First